Well, I suppose Ireland is unique in that we can grow lots of grass. 80% of our land area is in grassland. We can grow around 15 tonnes of grass dry matter per hectare. We've travelled around America here looking at suckler farms, use stocking rate in these farms 1 cow to maybe 4 and up to 14 acres. In Ireland we would be running 1 cow to 1 acre, such as our grass growing potential, and that gives us the potential to achieve an awful lot of our live weight gain from grass. For example, if we bring a calf through to 24 months of age, at which we would hope to slaughter at 380 kilos for steers and 330 kilos dead weight for heifers, we can get around 80% of that gain solely from grass in the steer, and maybe upwards of 90% of that gain solely from a grass-based diet, with the other 10 or 20% coming from barley, corn, or some of your protein sources, soybean meal distillers. Well, I suppose my talk covered a little bit on the global beef market and a little bit on the Ireland's grass-based image. On the global market, I think we can take away a real positive message in the cattle numbers. There's going to be no significant increase in cattle numbers. A lot of the major exporting countries, such as the US, such as Brazil, their domestic production, their export capacity is going to come under pressure in Brazil because of increased domestic consumption, and in the US because of the drop in production. I think that's going to really play in the global market in the years ahead, and it's going to allow the upward trend that we've seen in global beef prices over the last 2 years probably continue. But I think the warning to farmers was that we need to still be efficient, because market prices will never prop up inefficient producers. On Ireland's green image, I think what guys can take away is that their sustainability is going to be the next big challenge to food producers going forward, and that Ireland, we are tackling that sustainability challenge through the Board BIA carbon audits, through our quality assurance schemes and our environmental assurance schemes. And I think the real challenge to a lot of countries is to look at their carbon output, their water usage, and ensure that their systems are efficient, both production, in terms of production, but also in terms of utilisation of resources. These events are excellent. It's a great way to network, to get the latest technology as well, to get the latest information. But the real key thing I find is that talking to people from other countries, a lot of countries have other challenges. They've found opportunities to challenges perhaps we have back in Ireland, and it's always great to see what other areas are doing and getting outside of your own comfort zone, so to speak, and being challenged on what you're doing compared to what other countries are doing. And I think that's a great thing about farming, is that farmers are prepared to share information.